Alright guys, so here's how to get an insane V-taper. So the V-taper consists of broad shoulders, a broad back, and which slims down to a narrow waist, hence making a V shape. That's why the name is a V-taper. So for the V, in order to get a V-taper, you need to be focusing on two main muscles. Those muscles are the back and the shoulders. For a back specifically, you want to be focusing on the lats, and for the shoulders, the deltoid, you want to be focusing on the lateral head of the shoulder, the side head of the deltoid, basically. So the first exercise in order to get that V-taper is any type of shoulder pressing variation. So in this video here, I'm doing a standing machine press. You can do any type of other variations such as dumbbell shoulder press, barbell shoulder press. It really doesn't matter. You can even do like calisthenics like such as handstand push-ups or pike push-ups. But yeah, it really doesn't matter what type of variation you do. The only thing that matters is if you're putting enough tension on the muscle. Your muscle doesn't really care about whether you're doing calisthenics or whether you're doing weights. It only responds to the resistance that's being put on it. Alright, so next up, this is absolutely crucial in order to get a V-taper, and this is any type of lateral raise variation. I don't care if you do I don't care if you do cable lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises, or machine lateral raises. It's a must-do exercise in order to get a V-taper. So for this exercise, I usually do high reps with light weight. So I'll do about 15 to 30 reps, and I'll just completely burn out the shoulders on this exercise. Personally, I prefer to do this with cables. You can do it with machines or dumbbells, but I choose cables because the resistance profile is way better. You feel the resistance all the way through the movement, whilst with dumbbells and machines, you only feel it for a portion of the movement. So after the shoulders, we have the back. The back is also really, really important for getting a V-taper. So for the back, you want to focus on specifically the lats. So for the lats, you can do any type of vertical pulling movement, such as pull-ups or pull-downs. Personally, I like to do weighted pull-ups because I feel it on my back more than pull downs. Honestly, yeah, weighted pull ups are actually way better exercise than lat pull downs because it's a compound movement and it not only works your lats, it works your other part of your back as well as your bicep. Alright, so the last part is going to be having a narrow waist. So for this one, it's mostly your diet. You need to be in a calorie deficit and you need to be making sure you get enough protein. So in order to be in a calorie deficit, you have to eat 2 to 300 calories below your maintenance calories, and that's going to help you lose fat and really slim down your waist so your V taper becomes more visible. So another really crucial aspect is understanding that genetics do play a role in determining your V taper, as harsh as it may sound. Like some people are just blessed with really, really good genetics, like narrow waist and narrow. Some people just naturally have a narrow waist and broad shoulders. Examples I can give you are David Lade, Ziz, and Frank Zane. Honestly, me, I think I have decent genetics for V taper. Yeah, and I'm extremely blessed to have that. But to be honest, regardless of your genetics, it doesn't matter what your uh genetics are, because at the end of the day, if you train hard enough, if you sleep right, if you eat right, you're gonna get a good physique regardless. So don't let your genetics be a limiting factor.